Aren't you a little too old to play Bruce Wayne?
Well, I don't think so.
You're like older than Adam West.
No way, you dick. Why do you sound like Harvey Firestein?
Harvey Weinstein?
No, Firestein.
The gay guy from Independence Day?
Yeah, that guy.
Weren't you in that piece of shit?
No, that was Armageddon.
Well, I'm Armageddon my ass out of here. Later, Gator.
Way Back stars Ben Affleck, directed by Gavin O'Connor, who made a movie called Warrior, which is excellent if you get a chance to see it. In this one, Ben stretches to play an alcoholic who was a basketball player early on in his life and kind of gave it up for probably drinking and decided to take a job as a high school basketball coach and see if he can bring back some of the old magic. So my first issue with this movie is the title, The Way Back. Very boring. They should have just gone with the drunk basketball coach, because that's what this film's about. It's about a guy who likes to go into the shower, have a cognac and a couple of beers, and then go coach a basketball game like a freaking drunk idiot. And then it's a redemption story, and he tries to clean himself up, and we've all been there before. There's been plenty of these movies in the past. But when you put Ben Affleck in these movies, it's like, oh, isn't that the way that guy is in real life? Oh, this is interesting. Let's watch him crash and burn. So I think this film tried to tackle two genres, and it didn't do either one that well. You've got the sports drama, which could be films like Rocky, Rudy, Field of Dreams, Hoosiers, and even Slapshot. These are classic movies that'll live forever. The other genre is the alcoholic movie. Now you've got The Verdict with Paul Newman. Great film. Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage, the man won an Oscar. Arthur with Dudley Moore.
Are you a hooker? Oh, I just thought I was doing great with you.
Come on, man, that's like one of the best comedies of all time.
Fine! You want me out of here?
Then my personal favorite is Clean and Sober with Michael Keaton, which if you've never seen it is worth a look. And now let's talk about Ben Affleck. So I feel bad for the guy because he actually directed a great movie in Argo, won an Oscar. He wrote Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, and that won him an Oscar. The guy is talented, and he's made some really good movies, but he's also made a lot of shit.
But Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Word, bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
So if you're anything like me, when you see Ben Affleck in a movie, you're not saying, hey, that's Jack, the basketball coach. You're saying, isn't that the guy that was banging J-Lo? Isn't he in rehab? Isn't that the guy that ruined Batman? Or was that George Clooney?
It wasn't that bad, was it? In fact, it was worse. Total dog shit. Huh.
Isn't that the guy who was doing that interview with that girl and he said something really bad?
Don't make me look like I am retarded. I look like I have cerebral palsy now.
Isn't that the guy that was drunk on TV in that interview and he started talking about Deflategate?
You realize they gave him a suspension for a quarter of the regular season.
Isn't that the guy who was just banned from Las Vegas casinos for counting cards? Isn't that the guy that was dating this girl and that girl and this girl and that girl? Didn't he marry that one? Didn't he date her? Is he still with her? Is he with her anymore? Isn't he with her? No? I'm pretty sure he's still with her. I'm pretty sure he's with her still. No, he's definitely with her. That's the one he's with now. No, that's the one he's with now. Pretty sure he's gay. I don't think he's with her anymore. He shouldn't have let that one go. Is that the girl he's dating? Yes, it was. He does have a kick-ass tattoo. Let me tell you something. I'm going to get that same tattoo, but I'm going to add something to it. And then there's that crazy-ass video of him driving to rehab. Back in 2001, Charlie Sheen actually drove Ben Affleck to a rehab center, and it didn't work out. Shocking.
Go ahead, you speak. I'll listen. Jesus crap.
And time after time, you see these interviews.
I do want to keep my private life private, but I try to keep...
The man can't stay sober in an interview.
For $100, you can support two great causes.
For $10. For $10.
You can't, set aside 1 hour for an interview to not be bombed?
It's a fucking ridiculous smear campaign, and Goodell now doesn't have the integrity, I want to say, frankly.
Ben was also in Armageddon, and he didn't have many good things to say about the director Michael Bay.
I asked Michael why it was easier to train oil drillers to become astronauts than it was to train astronauts to become oil drillers, and he told me to shut the fuck up. He was like, Ben, just shut up, okay? This is a real plan, all right? I was like, you mean it's a real plan at NASA to train oil drillers? He was like, just shut your mouth.
So I'd like to see Ben Affleck direct more. Let's not look at you in front of the camera anymore, because you need to take about 10 years off so we kind of forget about all this other sideshow shit. Say to yourself, you know what? I made Argo, which is the best picture. I made Gone Girl, great film. I directed The Town. You're a good director and a great writer. Good Will Hunting is an amazing film.
You know what the best part of my day is? for about 10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you won't be there.
He should focus the next 10 years on bringing forth some great projects. And do not go in front of the camera, because none of us want to see you for 10 years. Focus on movies behind the camera. You got an enormous talent, and we want to see your films.
Really?
But you got to stop drinking. Stay out of the news. You're going to end up dead if you keep doing what you're doing, because I just saw a movie about it, and I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention. In the end, The Way Back is a film that you might want to wait till it comes on Shitflix or one of these streaming devices. Watch it on your phone. It probably won't matter, but it's okay. It'll pass the time. It's not a bad movie. If you like sports and you like drinking, hey, watch it. You'll have a blast. What do you think? I don't care. So what am I going to give this movie? I don't know. Let's say a 5. It's a sweet and warm and fuzzy 5. You could watch it. It'll pass the time. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of been there, seen that, done that. And that's my useless opinion. So for whatever it's worth, who gives a shit? I'll see you next time. Gator McKlusky out.
Watch for live shows and new reviews every weekend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you know when new reviews arrive.